Sometimes, the challenges we face are not just physical or emotional. There is an invisible battle happening around us. This is what the Bible calls spiritual warfare, a fight that goes far beyond what the eyes can see, where spiritual forces try to pull us away from faith and the purpose God has for us. The good news is that you don't have to face this alone. There are spiritual strategies and weapons that have been given to us to win this battle. Today, I'm going to show you how to fight spiritual warfare according to God's Word. Get ready, because what you're about to discover will give you strength to overcome battles you didn't even know existed. When we talk about spiritual warfare, many people imagine external battles with situations and people around them. But in reality, most of the battles happen within our minds and hearts. So the first strategy to win a spiritual battle is to guard your heart and mind. And how do we do this in practice? Colossians 3:2 teaches us to set our minds on things above. This means filling your mind with the Word, with prayer, worship, and everything that draws us closer to God. When our focus is on Christ, negative thoughts and temptations lose power, and we can resist the invisible attacks that seek to destabilize us. Guarding your heart and mind is a daily choice to nourish your inner self with what builds up and strengthens. If you have sinful thoughts, try feeding your mind with God's things. Every thought you allow to take over your mind is a battle being fought. By choosing what is good, pure, and true, you are shielding your heart and creating space for God's peace to work. The second strategy to win a spiritual battle is to live in holiness. Living in holiness is not about being perfect or shutting yourself off from the world completely. It's about making conscious decisions not to engage with things that can open doors for the enemy. Every choice of purity, every act of integrity, every moment you say no to sin is like closing a door the enemy wanted to use to attack you. When you resist the devil and draw closer to God, something amazing happens. The enemy has no access. He flees. Every time you choose to live in holiness, you are creating a safe environment for your life, where God's influence can act fully and the enemy finds no ground to operate. So, if you're wondering how to take this step, start with small daily choices. It can be resisting something you know is wrong, speaking the truth even when it hurts, choosing environments that build you up, and surrounding yourself with people who help you grow spiritually. Every act of holiness builds an invisible wall that protects your life. Third strategy, use God's Word as a sword. You know when life feels like a battlefield and you feel surrounded by temptations and challenges? That's the moment God's Word becomes our greatest weapon. Jesus showed us this exactly in Matthew 4. Remember the temptation in the desert? Every attack from the enemy was answered with, "It is written." Not opinions, but God's Word. It is the sword of the Spirit that protects us and opens the way. Every verse you memorize, every promise you hold on to is like a sharp blade against everything that tries to pull you away from God. By using God's Word, you are using what He has already spoken to take a stand against lies, deceptions, and desires that can pull you away from Him. The interesting thing is, the more you know the Word, the more natural it becomes to respond with it. In that moment, the situation that once seemed hopeless can now be faced with confidence because you have the sword in your hand. If you are facing a spiritual battle right now, know that you are not alone. God has given you powerful tools to win this war. If you accept the Lord's help, write in the comments, "I accept, Lord." And if this message has blessed you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next videos. May the Lord bless you greatly.